What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. Coming to you guys from Abington, Virginia, getting unloaded here at a food distribution warehouse. Wanted to make a video for you guys today talking about low rates, how to navigate that, and in the trucking business. And just wanted to touch on that real quick. And it's really important out here for those guys that are following my channel, for starting their own trucking company, becoming new owner operators, stuff like that. This is stuff you have to prepare for and also budget yourself on. This last year of trucking has been insane. It's been very, very good. I mean, like, you can pretty much just throw a dart on the load board and you can just call anybody and get a good rate. But now things are starting to tighten up. You're going to see a lot more people going out of business. You're going to see equipment going down. You're going to see a lot of that kind of stuff happening. And it's really important to, for those that accounted for that and when freight is low and knowing what your rate per mile is. We'll talk more in depth about that in other videos, but you have to know what is your rate per mile. What can you run a load for? What is your cost per mile? Say, for an example, we're just throwing out numbers here. Say your cost per mile is $1.70, or just say for easy math, like $2 a mile, right? And you're taking a load for $2.05. Well, it might look that you're somewhat profitable, you know what I mean? Like, just looking at raw numbers, but when you truly put back, you truly see what your true cost per mile is, then you'll realize that, hey, you're running yourself into the ground, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, when you have that really big maintenance item that you didn't expect, or that you didn't account for, there it is. It all shows in your rate per mile and revenue. Now, don't get that confused, and this can be another video itself, but don't get confused about only being concerned about your rate per mile. Be concerned about your rate per mile and your revenue, right? If I've got $10 a mile, but I'm only doing $1,140 or $2,000 that week in revenue, I ain't doing a whole lot there. You know what I mean? And so that's something to keep in mind as well for you guys. And but yeah, I wanted to talk about once again, navigating low rates is you just have to, as rates kind of go down right now, and really they're not going down, they're going down to what they kind of should be. Not with diesel. I need to kind of clarify that diesel should not be as expensive as it is, and rates should reflect that. It should be higher, but they're starting to normalize out, let's say that. And so that being said, the number one advice I can give you guys is find your lanes. Find where you like to run. Know where you're going to be. A lot of times, and I take blame for this myself, I would follow the highest paying load and then end up in some state or some city I had no idea about and hope for the best. And honestly, it worked out great because everybody and their brother needed freight to be moved. But right now, I've caught myself in a couple times in a city I'm not super familiar with, or I think that has good freight, and I didn't do my research, and then all of a sudden here I am taking something cheap coming out because I didn't do that. So the number one thing to take from this video is to know your lanes, and that's how you're going to be able to navigate it the best. And find those brokers, find those direct shippers. And a lot of people always give that advice. Oh, find the direct shipper, find this or whatever. Yes, of course. Who would not want to do that? But, I've been out here for a while, and the direct shippers are out there. There definitely are. But, they might not always have, like, the people that I've come across, they have some freight, but it's not consistent enough to where you can build a business off of it, let's say. But like I said, what you're going to want to do is learn the lanes, learn the brokers that run those lanes, learn the shippers and receivers in those lanes that you're running, and that's going to be how you're going to navigate those markets. And you can say, hey, the market's kind of going down, but my market is doing well, and you can be successful where others are not able to be, and just like the old saying goes, if you're willing to do something different than what everybody else is willing to do, then you'll get results not everybody else gets. So I just want to make a quick video on that, guys. First, how to navigate the low rates that are kind of being advertised out here is know your lane, know where you're going, and that way you can know if it's truly a low rate or if it's if it's just the rate for that lane. And when you know your lanes, you know exactly what they should pay, and it just makes things just that much easier. So hope you guys are doing well. I'll check in with you again soon, and we'll continue to add these videos, drop these videos for you. And like, subscribe. Talk to you soon. See ya.